Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Yes, if you're new on here, please hit the like button, smash the subscribe button and ring that notification bell, so that you don't miss future album reactions. Today we are diving deep into the brand new album, Legends, by Sabaton. Yes, based on a few facts that I pulled up, this is their 11th studio album. This one dropped, October 17th, 2025. I think a week or two ago. This album, based off of what I've read online and all of that, this album isn't just another Sabaton record. It's a full-blown story journey. Taking us back into the shadows of history, the legends, the warriors, the battles. So, if you're a Sabaton fan, you better buckle up. Plug in your headphones, crank it loud, and let's break down this album, track by track. And I'll tell you, what hits, what sours, and what maybe lands a little less heavy. And at the end, we will wrap up, with my final verdict, and I want you guys, in the comments, telling me which track hit you the hardest. Yes, this album, I'm listening to this one, on my Spotify, by the way. This album has 11 tracks, spans a little over 45 minutes, 45 minutes and 43 seconds to be exact. I'm going to be honest, I've heard, a couple of the singles that they released. I've listened to Lighting At The Gates. I've listened to The Duelist. I've listened to Hordes Of Khan. And then I think they dropped this one a day before the album, Emperor. Yes, I think I skimmed through it a bit, But this is actually my first, Sabaton album that I'm about to listen to, fully. So this is definitely a big deal for me, guys. Sorry for the long intro. Definitely have to, go in. The first song, titled Templars. Yes, let's take a listen, guys. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Right.
The poor fellow soldiers of Christ and the temple, a mission, a journey about to begin. Safeguard the path, the way to salvation, protecting the faithful, a journey within. The holy order, ignite the flame, protect the border, Jerusalem calling the name. God's call, holy order, knights of Jesus Christ, charge from the temple. God's own chosen warriors, Templars on the march, charge from the temple mount. Judgment awaits in the kingdom of heaven, a royal betrayal, accusal of sin, the lies of a king, and papal damnation, demise of the order, this fight they can't win. False accusations, put out the flame, assassinations, Jerusalem still calls the name. God's call, holy order, knights of Jesus Christ, charge from the temple. God's own chosen warriors, Templars on the march, charge from the temple mount.
Whoa, guys. Yes. Woo. So the first song, of this album, titled Templars. Guys, first up, immediately, we are greeted with those, signature Sabaton choir shoutbacks. The galloping, twin guitars, and that epic, crusader vibe. The lyrics, I feel like are center, on the legendary Knights Templar, which to me, fits perfectly with the legends, of old theme, based on a few facts that I pulled up. That is what I loved, guys. The production. The guitars definitely feels, super tight. The drums, punch great, and the chorus, is highly sing-alongable, if that makes sense. Raise the steel, ride with the Templars. Not the exact lyric, but you get the feel. Vocally, Joachim Roden, is in full command, delivering power and melody. I have to say, the emotional side of things, there is a sense of honor, duty, but also tragedy, and myth here. That mix to me gives the track more depth, than just a metal war song. Standout moments for me listening to this track, I have to say, at around the 2 minute mark, when the bridge opens into a quieter melody, building back, into the full band blast. That dynamic shift, to me gives the track, extra, punch. My only minor, critique is that it's a stronger, opener, but it's maybe place it a little safer, by Sabaton standards. Though safe in this case, is very good. Yeah. That's the first song, and for an opener like this, I have a feeling this album, is definitely going to be a hell of a ride. So let me know what you guys think about the song down in the comment section. Yes, we move on to the second song, Hordes of Khan. Like I said, this one I have already listened to. So let's take a listen, guys. Yeah. Okay.
Under the banner of spear, blood and fear,
So yeah, guys, second song of this album, Hordes of Khan. We are definitely moving east and back into time, into the shadow, of Genghis and the Khan, and this Mongol hordes. This is just based on a few facts that I read, about the song. The rhythm here, has that relentless, ride feel, like a mounted cavalry charge, across the steppe. You know, after listening to this song, what clicked for me, the percussion, guys. I have to say the percussion is definitely wild. You can almost feel the hooves. The guitar riffs. As always, it's tight, more immediate, than some previous, Sabaton songs that I've heard personally. Vocals are definitely aggressive, yet melodic. Yes, the highlights, the lyric, the image. I have to say that I loved, the line about, thunder, on the plains, fire, in the sky. Again, very, very vivid. I have to say. Production-wise, guy, the layering of background chants, definitely gave it an almost tribal feel, which I think broadens Sabaton's usual modern metal palette. Yes, I mean, for the emotional impact of this song, I feel like it definitely carries agency. Like you are part of a sweeping invasion, rather than simply observing. I loved it, guys. Let me know what you think about this song. Let me know if you have a few in-depth knowledge, about this song. Please share that in the comment section. Yes, we are moving on to the third song, A Tiger, Amongst Dragons. Yes, let's take a listen, guys. Wow. Guys, yes. Man. Track 3 brings us, you know, a tiger, amongst dragons. The title alone, I have to say, hints at something way way bigger. Possibly referencing ancient, or I mean East Asian legendary conflict. The dragons. Maybe Mongol China. Maybe something different. I mean, the sound is slightly more atmospheric. A little more melody upfront. I have to say, after listening to this song, what stood out for me, guys, I definitely loved the melodic hook. Near the chorus, I feel like that is definitely earworm worthy. There are subtle, Eastern melodic, inflections, in the guitar leads, which refresh the standard, Sabaton formula. The lyrics, these were a few facts that I pulled up, without official history, for the exact storyline yet. The story evokes the idea, of one figure, rising above many, a tiger amongst dragons. Highlight moments for me, the mid-song guitar solo. I mean, to me, it isn't just blistering speed, but definitely includes a clean melodic section that gives it more emotional weight. My personal take, guys, I'm definitely glad for this kind of hybrid approach. Definitely keeps Sabaton's signature style, but gives it some fresh twists. Yes, let me know what you think about this song, down in the comment section. We move on to the fourth song, Crossing the Rubicon. Yes, let's take a listen, guys. Yeah. 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 Let's go. Nice.
100 years before our Lord, from the cradle to the sword, a sign of what's to come, of what can be undone. On to conquest, tempting fate, in the footsteps of the great. A consul on the move is building bridges and his enemies enter the field.
Yeah.
Knowing the fate has been sealed, Africa, Italy, Spain, and all will kneel. He's crossing the Rubicon,
Yeah.
heading home to where he belongs.
Let's go.
Born to rule the unknown, the glory of Rome. He's crossing the Rubicon, over the river at last. The die has been cast. Fortune does favor the brave, from the Senate to the grave. This man would seek it all. This man would heed the call. The Republic's doom and fall. He's the man who caused it all. Dictator on the move. He's burning bridges as he's
Yeah.
for the power of Rome. Secured as the earth for the throne. The 15th of March, the knights will contend the bone. He's crossing the Rubicon, heading home to where he belongs.
Yeah.
To rule the unknown, the glory of Rome. He's crossing the Rubicon, over the river at last. The die has been cast.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Guys, yes, track 4, crossing the Rubicon. Yes, guys, this song, instantly crossing the Rubicon. Instantly, the title definitely evokes, Julius Caesar, and that point of no return moment, in Roman history. Guys, this is just a bit of a free fact that I pulled up. The music, follows, bold, triumphant horns, synth horn effect in the intro, matching rhythm, and then full power metal blast. The story here is so clear. You can follow the narrative. The chorus, is so strong. Once you step across the line, there is no going back. Standout moment for me is definitely the instrumentation. I mean, the bass has a bit more presence, in this track. You can definitely feel, the low end rumble, giving it weight. Also, the gang vocals, in the chorus, makes it stadium ready. Yeah, that's just, what I think. For the emotional side, for the emotional tone of things, there's that, mix of, ambition, risk, determination. It's not just victory, it's the decision moment. Yes, this is one of my favorites, so far. Definitely hits that sweet zone of epic history, plus classic metal adrenaline. Yes, let me know what you think about this song down in the comment section. This song I've heard before, the track 5, titled "I Emperor." Yes, so let's take a listen. Yeah. All right, guys. Yes, so that was I Emperor. Yes, I mean this song, a personal narrative. I mean less about armies and more about the individual. Perhaps one of the legendary rulers. Napoleon, Caesar again. Another empire. The title definitely gives to that first person, viewpoint, which is a nice variation, if you ask me. I love how the verses, build, softly, giving room for the vocals, to carry all the weight. Then the chorus explodes. The lyrics, speak to power. The lyrics, speak to legacy, and also at the cost of being an emperor. On the instrumentation side of things, there is a solid keyboard layer, under the guitars here, giving it more depth, and a bit of cinematic, feel. Looking at the emotional pull, side of the song, I definitely felt the introspection. This is Sabaton not just celebrating the battle, but the man behind the legend. Yes, I mean, good track for fans. This is definitely a good track, for fans who like the more melodic side of Sabbath and while still keeping the fire. Guys, let me know what you think this song is all about down in the comment section. So far, so good. We are moving on to the said song, Maid of Steel. Let's take a listen, guys.
Francis ablaze in the darkest of days. Call for a savior and hope is rising. A woman adored with the power of the sword. Noble or not, but this is what you sought. Now that she has been chosen, she will carry the mark. Let us shine up the starlight, for here comes the dark. Will you fight to be free? Tell me, what do you see? A soldier, a man, or a maiden, a woman with fire and steel. She's breaking the wheel as the lightning and thunder awaiting the wonder to come. Resistance begins with the crown of a king. Spearhead the army and wield the banner. Siege of Orleans where the bravery's been seen. Lead the attack, fall, rise up and come back. We're a part of the story. Wanna carry the mark. Oh, memento mori. Do not fear the dark. Will you fight to be free? Tell me, what do you see? A soldier, a man, or a maiden, a woman with fire and steel. She's breaking the wheel as the lightning and thunder awaiting the wonder to come. Shun, betrayed, revealed is your fate. Where are you now when judgment awaits a light? I hope the darkest of days now show us the way, your grace. Winds are changing, look to the rose. Learn to keep your enemies close. There's valor in chains when innocence burn. Oh Lord, will we ever learn? Even though she was chosen, and the fire spark, she will live on forever. For she is Jeanne d'Arc. Will you fight to be free? Tell me, what do you see? A soldier, a man, or a maiden, a woman with fire and steel. She's breaking the wheel as the lightning and thunder a wonder. Fight to be free. Tell me, what do you see? A soldier, a man, or a maiden, a woman with fire and steel. She's breaking the wheel as the lightning and thunder awaiting the wonder to come.
Guys. Okay, so that was Maid of Steel. Yes, I mean, with this song, we get we definitely get a shift. Shorter runtime, sharp riffing, more punch, than sprawling epic. Uh, this one definitely feels faster, more aggressive. The pace, guys, I have to say, definitely reminds me of earlier Sabaton, with a modern polish. The chorus is absolutely catchy, and I definitely loved it. The title suggests, a female, legendary figure, strong, unyielding, you know, and tough. A welcome spotlight for a different kind of legend, in this setting, if you ask me. Production wise, guitars are definitely crisp, the drums are tight, no fluff. I loved it. My personal take, after listening to this song, this is definitely a fun, energetic track. Maybe not as grand, as some others, but refreshing in its straightforward, but metal blast. Guys, I loved it. I definitely loved this song. We'll move on to the seventh song, Impaler. Yes, this I've heard before. Let's take a listen, guys.
Long ago, a child was born, sick and son of dragon sworn. The world was torn, a time of plots and schemes, disputed rules, strategic access, tensions rose. The conflict grows, his time will come, imprisoned with his brother. His hatred's been uncovered. Never surrender, marching on. What was wrong? Come the dawn. Assail them, impale them, bring them to their knees. Dragon son, see it done, overrun. Decapitation, annihilation, will bring them down in flames. Secure the throne to rule alone. The traitors must be overthrown. He will be known as the Impaler of the enemy force. Exact revenge without remorse. There's no recourse, his time has come. Protector of the border. The guardian of the border.
All right, guys. Yes, Impaler. After listening to this song, I have to say this one, feels like we were, going into darker territory. Based on a few facts that I pulled up about the song, I mean, they are referencing Vlad, the Impaler, Dracula legend, or a similar figure. The sound effects, reflect that, heavier riffing, darker tone, slightly gothic, atmosphere. The opening guitar riff to me is brooding. It's definitely heavy. Then the chorus, kicks in, with thunderous, drums and a big, gang vocals. The lyrics, give a taste of brutality, but also a mythic legend. For the instrumentation side of things, the guitar solo here has some menace, squealing bends, dissonant licks, very, very effective. For the theme, I have to say. For the emotional tone of the song, all I have to say is that it's darker. Sabaton isn't just celebrating heroism or conquest here, but exploring legend, that is painful. That is a legend that is fearsome, maybe morally ambiguous. I really, really appreciate that shade. Yes, this song, to me, is one of the more metal forward tracks, on the album. Great for head banging moments. Yeah. Let me know what you think about this song down in the comment section, guys. Yes, we move on to the 8th song, Lightning at the Gates. This one I have already listened to. Let's take a listen, guys.
From the road through the mountains they go. Change of seasons, threatening march over mountains. An army ascends as the time is running out. A desperate move, a brave surprise. A threat to Rome comes from the north. Through rocks they go, through the ice, through the cold, the snow. Over mountains, an army far from home, in beast and man through the cold and snow. Marching, we're moving on road, guided by the stars like the valley below. Break the illusion of the foe as they cross the range where no armies go. Marching, descending on road, from the peaks to the heart of their foe. Led by goals to find the way, unite the tribes to show them through the mountains. Higher and higher across the divide. Face the odds, the mountain's wrath. We took the unexpected path to the battles that await them down below. Through the ice, through the cold and the snow. Over mountains, an army far from home. In beast and man through the cold and snow. Marching, we're moving on road, guided by the stars like the valley below.
guys. Yes. The 8th song, Lightning at the Gates. Wow. I mean, another big one. Per the announcements, this one, is about the Carthaginian general Hannibal Barca. Hopefully, I'm getting that pronunciation right. And his legendary, crossing, of the Alps with war elephants. Standout moments for me listening to this song. The imagery definitely rocks. You can definitely feel the storm, the massive, gumbo, the epic scale. I love the way the song, opens, with a lightning, crack riff. Then the chorus hits like thunder. For the lyrics, over the mountains, through the wild, elephant march, brave and wild. I feel like, the subtext, of risk, sacrifice, cunning. For the instrumentation side of things, I love the use of, choir chants, under the bridge. I feel like it gives it that, ancient war vibe, rather than just modern metal war. For the emotional side of things, how this song made me feel emotionally. I feel like this one gave me goosebumps. It has that big screen type of feel. I could see it live, with full lights and crowd chant. Yes, I have to say this one is definitely one of the top tracks for me on this album. I love it because it's epic, it's thought provoking, and musically bold. Yes, but that's just me. That's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think about this one down the comment section, guys. We are moving on to the 9th song, the Duelist. Yes, I've listened to it, so it should be easy. Let's take a listen, guys. Yeah. Duelist. Let's go.
Yeah. Born a warrior, it's a born attempting fate. And in the shadow of the rising sun, he would duel with the great. From the master to the temple, where this boy would come of age. In the forest he would hone his skills, and the trunks would feel his rage. Knowing the small, by way of the great. One goes from shallow
guys. Yes, so track 9, the Duelist. Yes, based on a few facts that I pulled up, and according to the band, this song, is about the legendary Japanese swordsman, Miyamoto Musashi. Guys, I'm not too sure who that is. Maybe you guys can let me in, what the story behind him is. But listening to this song, what works for me is that the pace, is slightly changed. Maybe a bit leaner, more agile, like a duel rather than a full-scale warfare. The guitar riffs, definitely reflect, two swords, with a dual guitar harmony line. That to me, feels like, striking, and parrying. The vocals by Joaquin Broden definitely adopts a slightly more restrained tone in verses, then opens up in the choruses. I mean, I have to say this is definitely a great dynamic. The instrumentation side of things, solo section, definitely brilliant. Instead of blazing for the sake of speed, it tells a story. Definitely some level of tension, level of clash, and I mean some defeat in there. I don't know if that makes sense. Yes, but I loved it. I definitely love the instrumentation side of things. When it comes to this song, for the emotional side, there's a calm before the storm, type of feel. Then release that definitely works beautifully for the theme. I have to say. Personally, I think this song, is a strong deviation, from the big battle mode. I definitely appreciate the variation, in flow and in structure. Yes, but that's just my little take, on the song. Maybe you guys can also chime in and let me know what you think about this song down the comment section. We are moving on to the 10th song, the cycle of songs. Let's take a listen, guys. Yeah.
In the
right, guys. So that is the 10th song, the cycle of songs. Based off of a little observation, that I made. I mean, this is this one is actually the longest, on the album. This song spans a little over 5 minutes, 5 minutes and 39 seconds to be exact. By the title, I feel like I suggest better reflection. Maybe on the power of songs, legends, repeating through history. After I listened to this song, what stood out to me personally, the opening. I feel like the opening was a bit slower, almost, balladish, for a minute, before, building up, then the classic, power metal, gears, engage. The lyrics, talk about stories, passed down. The chorus, circles around, the cycle remains. The song, lives on. For the instrumentation side of things, there are nice, touches, clean guitar interludes, choir backing, a bridge where, the drums, drop out and the vocals, carry a moment of introspection, then return to, a full blast. Emotionally, I feel like this is, one of the more thoughtful tracks, not just war story, but what stories do. For a long time fans of Sabaton'S lyrical depth, I feel like this one would absolutely resonate. Yes. For my personal take, I have to say I'm glad this exists on the album. Because it definitely gives space to breathe and to to ponder before the final track hits. Guys, that's just my take. Let me know what you guys also think about this one down the comment section. Yes. So the last song, Tell Seger. Tell Seger. Yes, hopefully I'm getting that pronunciation right. Let's take a listen, guys. final song, the closer for the Legends in the album. Yes, like I said, track 11, Till Seger. Based on a few facts that I pulled up, the title, Till Seger, hopefully I cannot pronounce it right, is Swedish, for until victory. This is definitely a great closer. It definitely feels like the full circle moment, after the Tales of Legends. Here is the, statement of purpose, fight, legacy, victory. Yes, after listening to this song, a few highlights, for me was the epic chorus, the full choir, anthem level vibe. Lyrics, I feel like, like I said, based on a few facts that I pulled up, the lyrics, evokes, something firm. History remembering us, the warrior oath. The instrumentation side of things, guys, I definitely loved the outro. The outro has a big, slow fade, with the guitars and choirs, almost like marching off, into legend. Good production decision, I have to say. After 11 tracks, this one leaves you feeling, uplifted, yet reflective. The kind of mission done, history written, type of vibe. I don't know if that makes sense, but after listening to the song personally, this is definitely a solid closer. It might not be the most experimental track, but to me that's fine. Definitely delivers exactly what a Sabaton, epilogue, should. Energy, conviction, and grandeur. It's all in there, and I loved it. I'll definitely give this like a hard 9 out of 10. So yeah, that's just me. After listening to 11 tracks, this is my final take, for this album, by Sabaton. Overall, Legends. This album, Legends, it's a very very strong album, from Sabaton. I have to say. I mean, it takes a lot of of the boxes. For me personally, great storytelling, consistent high-level musicianship, strong production quality. It's all in there. What I loved most, one, the thematic shift. Going further, back in time, covering legends, rather than just 20th century wars. That gives, some level of freshness, if you ask me. Two is the variety. Some tracks, are straight charging metal. Others more melodic, or introspective. Very smart for pacing, if you ask me. The third thing I loved about the album, some of the standout tracks, Lightning At The Gates, Crossing, the Rubicon, the Duelist. These hits both musically and emotionally for me personally. What I think, could be improved, I feel like a couple of tracks, an example, the opener Templars, feels a bit familiar in the Sabaton rather than next level new, but given the high bar, they've always set, that's not really a big complaint. I would have loved, to hear more experimentation, more all-time signatures, or more extreme soloing. But then again, Sabaton's core identity, is strong, and they mostly deliver on that. Yeah, so my final verdict, I have to say, if you are a Sabaton fan, this is absolutely a must listen. Likely one of their strongest in the recent album. And if you're new to the band, Legends is definitely a great entry point. You definitely get, epic stories, driving riffs, and big choruses, and historical scope. I'm giving this album a hard, 9 out of 10. That's just me. In terms of the metal excitement and narrative weight. That's just me. But that's just, my take on this entire album. Questions for you. What track, on Legends, hits you the hardest, and why? Please let me know down in the comment section. Do you prefer the more classic battle charge, Sabaton style, or the more melodic and introspective moments like, the cycle of songs? Please let me know down in the comment section. And finally, are there, any historical figures you wish, Sabaton would cover, in future albums? Please tell me in the comment section. Guys, if you have seen them live, lately, would you play any of these songs, live? Which one gets you pumped? Please let me know. Yeah, and if you enjoyed this review and want me to do deep dives, into individual songs, lyrics, video breakdowns, live versions, please let me know down in the comment section. We'll definitely queue them up. And don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on that bell notification so you don't miss any future, album reactions that we put out. Yes, guys, if you're stuck with me to edit the video, you're loved. You're very much appreciated on here. My name is Philip, and until the next music reaction, take care, stay safe, and then peace out.